Another brick fan here with an Architecture Skyline review. This is Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. This is set 21052, was released in January 2020, has 740 pieces, no minifigures, and cost about $60 when it was released. The Skyline includes the Jumeirah Emirates Towers Hotel, the Dubai Frame, the Dubai Fountain, the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, and Burj Al Arab. The building techniques on this set are pretty interestingly done. For example, the Jumeirah Emirates Towers, which is two separate towers, are built here on the side. You see the use of that pearl gold. And notice they are on a slight swivel to get that right angle between the two. I like the use of this metallic gold accents inside of these sets. The towers are nicely done and pretty much mirror images of each other, although one is slightly taller than the other. The back one you see is probably 2 or 3 studs higher than the front tower, but they are built pretty much exactly the same. There's some detailing in the front with the recolored plant pieces in that nice sand green color. There's about 4 of them that you can see here. The Dubai Frame is just a door frame with a couple of tiles on top done in the metallic gold, which looks really cool. I like how bright and shiny that is. Obviously not a very complex build, but the nice coloring really makes for the effect there. The Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world. It has some of the most expensive hotel rooms in the world. I think I've heard someone say there's one for $50,000 or $60,000 a night, which seems just crazy to me, but it is a very impressive structure, and there is a full-size one. I think they've done 2 other full-size Burj Khalifas. I've got one of those, which I will review here in the future. A very good-looking representation. A lot of the trans blue studs done with the gray studs, and then some dark gray also to add for more contrast. And I think the tower turned out really well. Last up is the Burj Al Arab, which also is done very nicely. I think it's a very interesting looking building. You see that it has a bridge here. It's out apparently on a little island. You can see the water is done in the light blue tiles with white plates underneath that. A lot of times you see black plates underneath, but in this case it brightens the water up and makes it really that turquoise color. A lot of alternating sand blue and dark blue angled plates are used here in the construction of the Burj Al Arab. And then I believe these are staircases on the exterior, and they're done in this zigzag pattern, which is done with these clip pieces and the robotic arms here. Lots of really nice shaping that is done with that. We kind of turn it a little bit. You get an idea on the rest of the shaping of the building. Probably a big helipad here in the front. And then using these traditional like car hood type pieces here. As I've said many times, I really appreciate how they reuse and repurpose a lot of pieces to make these architectural sets look so good. The Burj Al Arab looks pretty much the same from both sides. You get a little better view of the backside columns here that are done with those new candle pieces that I believe were released in 2018 with the Harry Potter sets. The Burj Khalifa kind of has the 3 points, so you see the angles there on the back look pretty good. Overall, everything looks pretty much the same from the back as it does from the front. It can be viewed from either angle, which is not always the case with a lot of these skylines. As we move around, you see the anti-studs are visible on the back sides of these towers, and they are a little wobbly just because of the way they are attached to the base with some Technic pins here on the base of these. Like pull one up. You see they're just put on there with a Technic pin piece. But that allows them to fit together and come together at this angle here and face each other. I do like the use of these metallic pieces here to give a little pop of color. Overall, a good skyline set. The Burj Khalifa really makes it a very, very tall set, which makes sense being the tallest building in the world. The other buildings are probably not anywhere near to scale. I'm sure in real life the Burj Khalifa really dominates the skyline there in Dubai, as it pretty much does here. I do like the use of these different pieces and the way they have sculpted these buildings. Always appreciate the fun building techniques in these architectural sets. Hope you've enjoyed my thoughts on this skyline. I'm going to get started on my next video, and until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more of my content. If you like architectural sets, I've linked my architecture playlist up here on the screen.